Hey guys, Stitches here, and welcome to the finale of Metroid Zero Mission. This is going to be a long video, so it's pretty much going to be separated into getting every remaining upgrade, and also, completing the final boss of the game as well. So we're actually right below the final boss, meaning if you want to go ahead and head to the final boss, you can check the description, and I'll probably, if I remember to, I will link the timestamp in which I actually do the final boss. However, I have unfinished business because I want to show every single upgrade location. Because I want to 100% the game as much as possible before completing it. I've never fully 100%ed this game, and a main reason why is that there's a lot of hidden unnecessary items. But if you've been following along with me, you should have 4 power bombs, 220 normal missiles, and 22 super missiles. So I guess the first things first is we've got some missing upgrades here. So I'm gonna bring up a map really quick. Hold on. It's taken me a minute to navigate Omega Metroid's website because they recently changed it. Which I'm honestly surprised they even did, because, like, it was like, it had been the same for like quite a while, like since I first played the game. Now, I'm going to be doing this by area. And the first thing we need, where are we? So we're up by Ridley. You also have to forgive me if I kind of suck a little bit starting up, because holy shit, this game is loud for me. Hold on. We are taking so much fucking damage. Alright. So the first few upgrades we need to get are here in Chozodia. I did miss an upgrade that was like over in the left half of Chozodia. There's also an upgrade down here I missed. Because we need to access it from the right. There's a tunnel there. But there's also an upgrade like right below us, which I need to see if we can get. But so first things first is that there is a... How the fuck do I do the power bomb? I'm trying to remember. R plus B. Main thing is we have a power bomb door here. Okay, so to get this one, I think we actually have to come in from left Chozodia. Otherwise, do we really have much else to get? There's some spaces on the, on the map we need to get to as well. Since I am also trying to fill in the map for map completion, I don't know if map completion is actually tied to the... Did y'all back off? Also, none of you are dropping any kind of, like, health restorations. Which is, very cool and based. Let's just come in here and get a health restoration. One thing I will say is, like, if you go through this area, just know, power bombs, they're, very limited to, they're very limited at this point in time. You kind of don't really get a lot of power bombs to begin with, and they're kind of just there to make getting stuff easier. I do know some people who actually don't like the fact they added power bombs in, because it kind of... They feel like it kind of takes away from, like, Super Metroid, like, improving upon things. Which, you know, my opinion on that is, like... It's whatever. Anyway, we need to... go through here. And we need to use a power bomb to get through here. Walking over here, that gets us that, and we can come down here. There's a door we haven't gone through yet. Well, if we come through this door, there's a very obvious thing here. I guess we access this from the other side. Weird, I thought it was this way. It doesn't tell me which paths are technically one-way paths and which ones technically aren't. But 4 power bombs should be enough to get you through the game. Power bombs aren't even used in the final boss because power bombs don't do any damage. But now we can re-access this area. Here it is. We can get some super missiles up here. There we go. So now that we have our suit back, we can come back through out here. And we have a power bomb that you can only get with a power bomb. How convenient. But this is another way you can get inside the Space Pirate mothership. So that's neat. There's nothing else over in this part. I don't think. There is one last energy tank before the final boss. So anyways, we need to get up to this save room that's in the center of the screen. So I'll be right back with that. All right, now I'm up here. I just cut all that out because it's literally just me walking. So I didn't want to, like, just have me walking. I don't know if you can destroy those green things or not. I guess you can. Oh, hey, energy. Bro. These fucking pirates, man. Now, if I... come up there, we can actually see there's a secret entrance which allows us to fall down through the wall here. And I think if we... ah, yeah, hold on. I want to rewind it so we can actually see that. It breaks. I believe this is a reference to something in Super Metroid where to get into a water-based area, like, you need to... you need to do something like this. But there's now an area above and below this. But we can actually come back in here. Make sure you have the space jump to allow you to get up here, and there's another power bomb upgrade up here. So that's like what this was. That's kind of your hint as to what to do there with that. But there's more. If we come over there, we can get that. So why don't we go ahead and lay down our fresh power bombs here and find a secret passage here. And this leads us to this area. Now, I don't know if you saw, but these are Shine Spark blocks here. And, above where we are, like, pretty much this whole area is going to change how you look at Chozodia, because here actually will start to link back with Criteria. But over here is actually a save room that you wouldn't encounter normally unless you were going around and doing this stuff. So I do think that's nice that they're not just like, oh, let's hide a shit ton of items around, and there's a chance players will find them. Like, there's actually, like, stuff that to aid you here. Anyway, if we go to the left here, we have some crabs which are struggling to crawl through this weirdly like shaped room. So if I come through here, there's some enemies in here. I suppose the best way to take care of them is just to use a power bomb if you have one available. There's a little bit of a maze, but you'll find it. You get a super missile upgrade. Now, I don't think there's anything else here. So yeah, I'm actually gonna take that power bomb back. In Super Metroid, there's actually an item called the X-ray vision, where it lets you look through walls for things. Anyway, this is a room where a power bomb isn't necessary, but like you're gonna want to use one. Because it will help you figure out how the fuck you're supposed to nav this room. It'll also reveal all the blocks and such. Actually, how do you get through here? Do I need to enter from this way? It doesn't say I have to, so... Or is this just not like as... Oh. I guess the bomb just didn't... like get as much of it as I thought. So if you come through there, you'll fall back out. But you know, since we're finishing up this game, I do want to kind of talk about like my feelings about Metroid. Metroid was a game I didn't know much about growing up. I feel like it was just a game that, like, unfortunately, during my childhood, there just wasn't, like, much Metroid to go around, like... Oh, that was weird. You can, like, collect it on a different tile. Anyway, that's how you get that. Metroid was a weird game because there wasn't a lot of it to go around. I think during what I would consider my childhood, really, like, 2 Metroid games, like, came out, or, like, 1 new Metroid game came out that I really would have had access to, which would have been, Samus Returns. And Samus Returns was kind of controversial because, like, a really nice fan game project, AM2R, like, got shut down because of it. If you're curious what I'm doing, by the way, I'm heading back to the save room over here. But Samus Returns came out when I was a kid, and that was really it. Like, there was the Metroid Prime series, but there wasn't like a mainline Metroid game for a while. And I know, like, some people will get mad and say, like, well, Prime might as well be the mainline. But, like, I remember as a kid, like, thinking, oh, the Metroid games weren't very good because people only really talked about the Prime games. Well, that was because, like, the last new Metroid experience came out in the year I was born, aside from Prime. So that's kind of how I felt about Metroid. So my actual main experience with Metroid was playing a Mario fan game called which was called Super Mario Flash, and it was basically someone had rebuilt Mario in Flash, and they made it so you could play as like a bunch of other characters from other NES games, like Samus or Mega Man or fucking Bill Riser from Contra. It was insane. Anyways, welcome back to Chozodia. We're making a quick pit stop here. Or not Chozodia, Crateria. This door that we couldn't access before, we now can. And we also now have the gravity suit and stuff, so, you know, unimpeded access and everything. So I guess the first things first, we can come up here, back where we got, like, the plasma beam. But, you know, now we can, like, climb over this with the space jump and shit. But I like Metroid. My first major experience with Metroidvanias, I think, probably was Hollow Knight. That's nice how they gave that there so you can do that. They want me to Shine Spark to get this shit? How am I gonna Shine Spark to get this? What? Anyway, there's this door up here which we can go through. And this will actually take us back to Chozodia right about... Oh, that's how you get Shine Spark. And then there's a missile thing here which leads you through a path that takes you back to the main area. And we're actually gonna go back real quick. Oh wait, I think I understand how to do this. Because we need to get into that hole. So you need to shine spark from here. It's like weird though. Do we have to like morph ball like right in midair so we fall through that? Because if so, that's like kind of a weird movement. Come on. Hold on. This might be in Shine Spark puzzles. For whatever reason, this guide like separates shine sparking puzzles into their own like category. I don't know why. Oh, this isn't actually as difficult as I'm making it out to be. I'm not using environmental awareness. So there's a ledge there. You just like go over there. I was like, you have to like clip that very easily, and then I'm like, it wasn't that difficult. Now there is something else here for us in the Chozo Ruins area. Or rather in Criteria, which is if we come up here, there's actually another Shine Spark thing. Now I think to do this one, How would we get this, right? Because imagine this whole thing, yeah. Oh, there's like just enough space here. Actually, wait, what am I doing? I think I can just... No, that's not it. I don't... Am I like... I don't know if I'm just not getting this. Just like, I'm not sure what to do here. It's actually the easiest upgrade in the game, and I'm making myself look like an idiot. I don't know, because I don't think you can... I don't believe you can use space jump while you're shine sparking. Oh, you most definitely can, actually. Come on. Okay, this... Is there seriously not a thing on here? Let's see, okay, it's not, it is and isn't as complicated as I'm making this part out to be. God, this video is gonna be so fucking long. What am I doing? So yeah, you just need to crouch to start the shine spark, and then you can hold the space jump as you do it, and then you can just get back around that. Now there is only one more thing left for us to get here in the land of Crateria, so we actually have to head back over to the crash site, or our landing site portion of Crateria. And this is because we can actually finish mapping out here because we have the space jump and such. So as you can see, there's a nice yummy shine sparking puzzle. Mommy, I want a shine sparking puzzle. Oh, that caused me to accelerate through that. Now, this is one is insane to me. So what we need to do is start a shine spark like in this area where we like first got the speed booster and stuff. And we need to use the elevator room here to build up that shine spark. So what you need to do is you need a power bomb. You need 2 power bombs also on hand to do this. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I did not want to go in there. Alright. So what we do is we come through here. And we need to diagonally, like, shoot ourselves up here. And then, oh. Normally there's, like, bomb blocks here. Oh, maybe it didn't count here for some reason. Then another thing we need to do here that isn't really necessary. Oh, I think if you use power bombs in a room, the destruction is permanent. Oh, god damn it, I forgot to... It's tricky, you need to... God damn it, it's really fucking... We need to get into this area here. Close. Or does this require us to go... This actually requires us to go, like, back into Brinstar, doesn't it? Is the intended way we're supposed to do this. Because, one, there's actually a missile upgrade we're missing in Brinstar. Oh well, I guess let's just go back to Chozodia while we're at it. So, I'll be back. Alright, back in Chozodia now. We can actually use this to get back into a part of Chozodia I missed something in. What even are the space pirates, man? They're like weird little praying mantis crab people. Anyway, we need to actually, like, get back up here because along the ways, I missed a couple things. Pretty noticeably, there's a chunk of map missing. But I also missed a power bomb upgrade that we could get. So you can actually use your power bombs to get back through there. Is this just nothing here? So you do get the original Metroid experience of listening to this song over and over. Now, I don't know if it's removed because you have to beat the game or not, but there is like a copy of Metroid 1's original, like, NES version in this. Or at least there was at one point, like there was in the original Game Boy Advance version of the game. Anyway, we'll come up here and we'll save. Get our 12 power bombs back. I'm gonna be up late doing this. Walking on the right side of me. But yeah, we actually missed 2 upgrades because above that upgrade, like pretty close to the save room, there's a power bomb below it and a missile expansion above it. And to get the power bomb, we do actually need to blow this part up. There we go. Anyway, here's our power bomb upgrade. And then if we come through here, we can fill in the gaps. Oh, that power bomb was entirely unnecessary. This one isn't. Need to get back through here. They really don't want you backtracking, but I do like that it's not like you're up locked out of the 100%. Now we need to get over down to where the dot is. I think we could have took a much faster path to get this. Because we actually need to come over here. Jump in here, missile expansion here, and then you can fall back down into this room. Alright, now I need to take tally real quick, but I think that's every upgrade in Chozodia. Actually, I know it isn't. There's literally one to the right of us. Good thing I have these maps as reference. Imagine having to do this all without like a guide of some kind. That would be crazy as fuck to me. So this one requires a shine spark of some kind. Since I clearly see the speed booster blocks here. How the hell would you even go about getting that? Yeah, because this is nowhere near enough space to do that. I wonder if it's... Oh, dude, this is gonna require some fucking techs if I've ever seen one. Oh my lord, I hope you guys are ready for this. So we need to go back into this water area. And like, there's a bunch of ramps and shit here, right? So we can clearly build up a shine spark, like, if we do that. You know? So what we need to do is not do that. God damn it. So you need to... God. Do this, and then you can fucking blast through here to get this energy tank. Holy shit. That was like the most involved one, I think, at this point, like, that I've had to deal with. Alright, now I think that's it for Chozodia, with the exception of the upgrade that's right before the final boss. Right? So I guess our next stop is going to be to head back down to Brinstar. And start getting those upgrades. There really isn't a lot left. Anyway, you can also take the same shortcut back if you want to. Which is neat, since we're actually going to be going back to Criteria. I'm very well rested for this. I know that's probably like a weird thing to say, but I'm pretty well rested for this, because I pretty much decided to sleep all day. I've been like very tired lately and like needing some extra sleep. So I'm more than equipped to deal with staying up late to do this video. Really quickly, we're going to be making a stop down in Norfair, because there's a power bomb upgrade in Norfair. It is down in this lower area here. Finally nice to fucking hear some different music, though. I was starting to go insane. But yeah, like, this area, it's gonna take me a minute to get down there, isn't it? Definitely seems so. Hold on, I'll be back once I get down to the area. And we're back. Alright. So in this room, all the way in the very bottom of Norfair, we have a few things to collect, actually. There's actually a missile expansion here below the map room we missed. So the way we can... There's a few ways we can get to it, but the first way we could get to it is to come down here. We can come through here, use this missiles. So we need to go in there, use quickly unmorph, use a missile. You can only do this once you're immune to the lava as well. But there's something else here too. We blow a hole in this wall, we can come through here, come through here, and get the power bombs. Now, hypothetically, I say, with, I believe, pretty precise inputs, you could use this to technically sequence break. I'm not 100% sure. But to me, this room reads as if what you could do is you could come down here and just, with a bunch of HP, tank the damage, come through here, get the power bombs, and potentially get back out. Now, I'm not sure if that's true. But that's how it comes off to me. Now, I think this is everything in Norfair. I don't think there's anything else left for us here. Am I missing anything in Kraid's lair while I'm at it? I don't believe I am. But with area like Kraid's Lair, there's always some tricky shit going on. So let's see, in this upper part of Kraid's Lair, I'm good. In this bottom quadrant, there's only one upgrade. The left upper quadrant. There actually is something I'm missing in Kraid's Lair. Alright. There's a missile expansion I'm missing in Kraid's Lair. Oh yeah, I forget. I'm too strong to be... let's... take this secret passageway back to Kraid's Lair. Yeah, they include this passageway so you can get to Kraid's Lair easier. But you can only access it with power bombs and the screw attack. I don't really know what the purpose of that was. But luckily, Kraid's Lair is one of the easiest places to navigate ever in the post-game, because I can just do this. I can become the eternal bug zapper, baby. Doom, 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 doom. And we need to go up to this door. Because if we come down here... there's a shine sparking puzzle. I do get enough energy to shine spark here. I mean, I guess that works too. How in the fuck are you supposed to do this? Okay, this one's kind of silly. You got to do some like skateboard tricks to do this shit. All right, you ready for this? So you come back here. And you can shine spark, and as long as you're like holding, you can keep your morph ball along the ground when you shine spark. Shine sparking is such like a weirdly intricate mechanic. God. But again, they save all the shine sparking puzzles until after the game has been beaten, so I think a big reason is a lot of the shine sparking puzzles in this game do require like other items or are made easier by other items. But now if I do my little trick again, that should be the last item we need for Kraid, which means we're going back up to Brinstar now. I'm actually really glad that I checked the Kraid one because I thought we actually had Kraid's lair finished. I think even in earlier videos I might have said that we 100% in an area and wouldn't need to return there, so oops. Alright, so Brinstar. Okay, how do I want to divide this up? I guess first off, we'll divide this part of the screen, like, past that shaft. Or past the twin shafts, so... Let's see. So I've got that. Everything there. Everything there. And everything over by the entrance to Norfair. Then in between the shafts, I've got the 2 missile expansions and the one immediately to the left. Alright, seems like we're good. I do want to pop over here and get a refill real quick. So we're missing very minimal amounts of things from here. And the first thing is actually, like, already above us. Yep, so here there's a Shine Spark cannon that'll shoot us up here and allow us to take this missile upgrade. Now, I actually... What type of block was that? Because this might have been an upgrade you could get a while ago. Oh, is it literally just a bomb block? I think it is. Alright, but that's all the items in Brinstar. That was the only one we were missing. Now there's a power bomb block here, which will actually take us to a hidden shine spark cannon, which can send us up here through Crateria. Now there's not really much here. It's just a few rooms. But this takes you back through the exit shaft of Torian. And if we come up here, there is some hidden map here. So yeah, how neat. Also, what's interesting is if you come back here, I don't think I mentioned this already, because in that cutscene, at the beginning of the last video, or at the beginning of the last video slash end of the video before that, we actually can't use the ship anymore. Anyways, so out of all of the maps, that is Chozodia, Crateria, Brinstar, Raid, and Norfair done. I guess we should go to Torian next, because we can. Right? We gotta do Torian or Ridley, one of the two. I mean, Ridley's lair is connected to Norfair more directly, so I think we'll actually do that first. Because I know there's definitely some stuff I missed in Ridley's lair. I guess I'll section it off in my mind real quick to what is to the right and what is to the left. So to the right, we have those two things, that thing, and those two things. So there's 5 things to the left. Okay, and I've got all those things. And then there's everything to the right. And then there's the energy tank, which I got. There's the things between the 2 save rooms, which I got. Thing below the save room, thing to the upper left of the save room, and all the things. Yeah, it seems that Ridley's lair is actually already completed, so yeah, we're just going back to Torian now. also going to take this chance to take a bathroom break, and then I'll come back when I'm back from that, and when I'm back in Torian. I'm not... excuse me. Not in Torian, but I did want to show that there are little refills for your bombs that can drop from enemies as well. So I just wanted to show that real quick. Alright, now the Torian upgrades actually aren't super awful. Because they're both in Mother Brain's area. But I do actually get to show you what happened to Torian, like, after everything. I'm just curious, is there any, like... Okay, there's not. I was like, is there a power bomb block at all? But yeah, no Metroids or anything. Remember, they're all dead. Every Metroid is dead, and it will never become a problem again. Yeah. I say as like every other game flashes up on screen. To be fair, technically the phrase every Metroid is dead, based on what I know about the Metroid series going forward, wouldn't even be true. God, I still remember filming this video and where we went through here, and I'm like, it was one of my favorite videos up until I had to fight Mother Brain, and then I lost my shit. Actually, we need to go here. Yeah, that room is fried. So yeah, this entire room is filled with acid. It's burnt to a crisp. And if we... do that, we can come down here, and there's a power bomb down here. We can even come over here into the next room over and see this entire room got like vaporized. Now, I've been trying not to spoil future Metroid games, but one game I will talk about because it's in the exposition of that game is Super Metroid, in which you return specifically to Planet Zebes. Since Metroid 2 takes place on SR-388, which is an entirely different planet, you go back through this area, but like you kind of play it in reverse. But yeah, we need to get all the, stuff up there. And of course there is a shine sparking, puzzle, by the way. I mean, would it really be Metroid if there wasn't a shine sparking puzzle? I messed that up. So we need to come through here and do that. And if we just kind of power bomb. We can get that. But that is it for Torian. There's not much to do in Torian. Really, it's just a boss arena for Mother Brain, and that's about it. Now, really quick, since we're getting to this, there are 100... Or there are, you know, several items that you have to pick. So to get every item, you need to keep some checks to help you track it. So by the end of this, you should have picked up 50 missile tanks for a total of 250 missiles. 15 super missile tanks for a total of 30 super missiles. A total of 9 power bomb tanks for a total of 18 power bombs. So we have all of that. And we need... There are a total of 12 energy tanks. Like, you should have 12 energy tanks. Which means I'm actually missing one, and I don't know where it is off the top of my head. I know I'm missing this one in Chozodia. So the location of the 12 energy tanks is that there's 3 in Brinstar, 2 in Kraid, 1 in Norfair, 3 in Ridley, and 3 in Chozodia, with a grand total of 0 in Torian or Crateria. So just to make sure I got them all, I'm gonna run back through real quick and just see where I missing one. I did actually figure out where it was. I missed 2 in Chozodia. And it was because I had thought that I had gotten the other one. But there is one that is right here in that blank space in the shaft above the save room. So yeah. Now this area shouldn't be that difficult for you because you can just kind of space jump your way out of here at this point. Take ourselves back to Criteria. We're going to take the upper path. But we can make our way down here, and we're already pretty close. I like clipped inside the wall there for a minute. I don't know what that was. But yeah, I thought there were 255 missiles in this, but I guess it's just 250. So don't let that trip you up if you think it's going to be 255. I guess it would have been more efficient to... I don't know. Chozodia is like a very weird way. I do like how Chozodia has like a very somewhat Egyptian theme to it. I don't know, it's very weird because the Chozo are portrayed as like a very tribal but technologically advanced people. Yeah, so what we didn't do is there's actually a Shine Spark puzzle here, so what we need to do is we can actually come down into here. God damn it. There we go. We can do it like that to save our Shine Spark, but then we can come up through here, and that is the last upgrade we have to get, that is not directly connected to the final boss. So without further ado, like, we're on our way to the final boss now. And this game is finally drawing to a close. Again, I do want to apologize, by the way. This game did take me a while to actually record the finale for. Something that's a little unprecedented with me, because usually I try to get the finales of series out promptly. And it wasn't because I, like, was treating this like a bonus video. It was just that I knew it was going to be a lot, and I didn't want to, like, have to record it in separated segments. Ugh. Excuse me. Bless me now. The demons are getting in. Hibbity chibbity choo. Fuck you. I don't like you. But yeah, that was really annoying that Shine Spark got, like, kept getting interrupted by those stupid little electrode things. Can I, like, fucking save? I just, like, save cancel? Now, one thing I do kind of want to talk about while we're making our way up to the final boss is, what are my plans to do the Metroid series after this? The answer is, I don't really know. I've never fully played through Metroid 2. And, Metroid 2 is a little bit of a gray area as well. There's also Metroid Prime HD that came out, so I could try to do that, but again, I've never played Metroid Prime. And there's also Metroid Prime Trilogy, which has all 3 games, but like Metroid Prime HD exists, and it gets really complicated, especially because Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3 supposedly all take place before Metroid 2. I don't know when Prime 4 is supposed to take place, because all I know about Prime 4 is apparently a lot of people weren't big fans and thought it was very disappointing. But, you know, that's like, you know, that's whatever, honestly, because Metroid Prime, like, Metroid Prime 4, from what I've heard, a lot of its issues come from, like, there was kind of a mandate put on it that it had to have, like, an open world element to it, which a lot of people weren't big fans of. Being the form of the desert. And supposedly Nintendo has been on this grind since, like, the success of Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey. They've been, like, trying to make more open world games, since I think Nintendo kind of is trying to beat the allegations of being the platformer company. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Honestly, one of the next games I've been looking at playing after like projects clear up is that I'm actually looking into Zelda 2. I actually started doing a practice run of Zelda 2 because it's actually not, it's not nearly as complicated when you have a guide. But I mean, I think that the old Zeldas kind of just were like that, like the NES Zeldas. But without further ado, let's head ourselves into the final boss area, at least. So once we get through this door, there'll be a shine spark that we have to do. I think this is... Yeah, so we just gotta like... I think the lighting broke in this room. Because I used a power bomb. I mean, that got one of them down. There we go. Oh yeah, this is what sucks about this room. So to do this puzzle, we have to do some very precision, God damn it. Some very precision laser dodging, which can be quite annoying with how chunky the space jump can be. Actually, would it be easier to try and no, they actually prevent you from doing this way. Hold on. I think I have the right idea of, like, jumping down. Hey. Okay, I did have the right idea. So it is literally come over here and do like a really short jump. Also, we can go into this next room. I was worried that if we'd go into this next room, it'd like prevent us or something. Do this, come into here, don't go back, God damn it. Hold on. I fucking got like an itch in my armpit, like right before that. How do they do this? They're doing the mid-air shine spark thing. Oh, I just messed it up. Here's where we do it. Yeah. And that is the very last thing that I need in order to try, or in order to complete the game. Now, the final boss is Mecha Ridley. Now, this is interesting because this appears to be a prototype of Mecha Ridley, but this fight is kind of weird. It's honestly more of a... Despite it being Ridley, it's actually a more unique fight than you'd think. And very similar to Kraid, there's a specific weak point, so you can't just come in and blast, blast, and blast. So... Now, pretty much the trick is you gotta hit that glowing thing on his chest, but when he backs up like this, morph ball and he will be literally unable to hit you. But he'll do this fireball attack. But yeah, now we've destroyed the outer casing and he'll hit us with this laser. It's a very cyclic boss. It's not really the hardest boss in the game either. Mother Brain's significantly more difficult. Now you can also heal in this fight. Kind of. Jeez. It is actually taking... God damn. What am I getting hit by? God damn it. God damn it. This is very... Oh, if I jump, does it bait him into shooting higher now? That's interesting. God damn it. It's not cool when it turns into a fucking slideshow. There we go. Jesus Christ, alright. Uh-oh. And we have another self-destruct sequence, but I need to get that piece of the map. So what we need to run to is the exit ship, which is down yonder. You get 5 minutes to do it, though. But yeah, I found that, like, I don't find Mecha Ridley particularly difficult per se. I definitely find him, like, a lot more doable than Mother Brain. Prevent you from saving in a very inopportune time. They've also got that. Yeah, you can use your power bombs to help you get through here a little faster, and we're almost there. So very close. Please move a little faster. God damn it. Oh, that's right. You guys don't take the damage from the... Oh, I really love when they do that. God damn, there's like fucking 2 of them there, so it makes it like damn near impossible. And Space Pirates aren't programmed to drop any health upgrades, which is fucking amazing. God, I didn't even get to hear the, like, low health jingle. And then we love when the space jump doesn't... do that. I got him. I got him. I don't know how I'm operating this with a machine gun hand, but alright. I like the little touch of the space pirate. Mission accomplished. And that's it for real. That's the actual end of the game. And, you know, Metroid Zero Mission, all in all, I think is a really good game. This remakes, like, a largely outdated game, in the form of that being Metroid, and, often called NES-Troid. Metroid 1 just kind of has a lot of issues with it. Mainly because Metroid 2 would kind of set the precedent for how Metroid games would be going forward. With save files and actual, like, you wouldn't need to, like, go back to specific areas or have optional upgrades that you only need temporarily. So, I personally think this is a much better experience than NES Metroid. That's not to say that NES Metroid is, like, horrible. I just don't personally care for it that much. But, like, it is a little bit of a romp to go through. This is also technically the first game that Samus appears in her Zero Suit form. There is technically a way you can play a Zero Suit Samus in Metroid 1, which is based on a secret Easter egg. But yeah. And if we go back to the area where we recovered our thing, we can see it's Samus, Old Bird, and the other one whose name I can't remember. Now, my clear time was, quote-unquote, 7 hours, 10 minutes, and 6 seconds. And we got a clear rate of 100%. Now, historically, in Metroid 1, when you beat the game, when you beat the game in Metroid 1, Samus would actually take off her armor to reveal her in the outfit she's kind of wearing in this picture, where it was kind of just like a shorter, skimpier, like, outfit. Now, the ending we got is ending number 3. Really quick, I am actually going to show Omega Metroid's website really quick, because there's a list of all the endings you get. So if I can... I will pause the game really quick to show you that ending real quick. Or I will kind of show this. So this is the first image you get, and this is ending 1. You get this for beating the game on easy difficulty, or by beating the game on normal in over 4 hours with less than 100% item completion. Which this depicts Samus in her full suit, just kind of sitting on a rock, being cool. Then we have ending 2, which is obtained by beating the game on normal or hard in 2 to 4 hours with less than 100% item completion. As you can see here, this depicts Samus with her helmet off. I also think these are technically higher res versions of the images, since the images are scaled down for the Game Boy Advance. Ending number 3 is what we got by beating the game on normal or hard difficulty with 100% item completion in more than 2 hours. And here's a higher res version of this shot. Ending number 4 is obtained by beating the game on either normal or hard difficulty in less than 2 hours with 100% items. So this one's more tied to speed. And we get this shot of Samus with her whimsical looks and her Zero suit. Then there's ending 5. Which is gotten by beating the game on normal difficulty with less than 2 hours and with 100% item completion. We have Samus here at what appears to be some kind of bar in her orange fit. Ending number 6 is obtained by beating the game on normal difficulty with less than 15% items, regardless of time. There's this art of Samus by the window. Ending number 7 is obtained by beating the game on hard mode in less than 2 hours with 100% of the items. And we get this art of Samus, again, in this same orange outfit, with the moonlight looking over some kind of city. And last but not least, there is the ending number 8 by beating the game on hard with less than 15% of the items. Which is this really cool art of Zero Suit, or not even Zero Suit Samus, but Samus with her protection pistol in the background, this fire, and then full suit Samus. So, I thought that was neat. If I can find my... There we go. I couldn't find my capture card for a minute in my software. Gallery has been added to the options screen, and original Metroid has been added to the options screen. So you can see that we've got completion data now. So Gallery, I think, just goes over what you've unlocked in terms of endings. Whereas the Fusion Gallery, it works very similar to the Fusion Gallery I showed in the first episode. Then we've unlocked original Metroid. So this is just, you know, you can play the original NES Metroid here. No map or anything. Just a nice classic experience with Samus's crazy ass walk cycle, floaty jumps. And so on and so forth. Like I said, I've never personally beat the first Metroid. I've played it before, I just have never beaten it. Now, as for which one is canon, I don't really think it matters. I personally would say that Zero Mission is probably the canon one. So, you know. I don't really know if there's anything really much else to talk about. That's what I wanted to do. There we go. But overall, it's a very good game. And I'm really glad I played it when I did. I played this, I believe, on the tail end of high school. I don't remember when in my senior year, but I believe sometime in my senior year I played this game. And I had a lot of fun. I don't remember how I played it. I think I played it on my 3DS, like as a custom inject. As like custom homebrew stuff. But all in all, that's really it. If you want to check out more of Omega Metroid's stuff, you can go to omegametroid.com. I'll link it in the description as well. Omegametroid.com, you know, is a very good resource for all things Metroid, in my opinion. And yeah, I recommend you go check out my other stuff. Currently, what do I have currently going on? Because this is going to go out sometime this week, so Let me open up my channel page so I can just kind of tell you what I have. If you want to know, currently I have Let's Play of Pokemon Legends Arceus that's been going on. It's been kind of stagnating, but there's about 49 episodes so far in that. It's got quite a lot of footage you can watch. Currently I've got a Let's Play of Minecraft going on, specifically of the Java 1.0/1.1 versions of the game. Initially I was doing it as like version 1.0, but then I realized, oh, this is kind of back before they did hot fixes and everything, so version 1.1 was kind of just the better option later because I couldn't beat the game technically the way I wanted to. That's this playlist. I almost said, I have a Let's Play of Metroid Zero Mission. It's like, no way. Really? I had no idea. Currently I've been doing some playthroughs of Tomodachi Life Living the Dream. If you don't know what that is, it's a game where you you make a bunch of me characters, and you can put them on an island, and I personally prefer to make either characters from other games or franchises or pieces of media to put in, but I have put in a few like semi-original characters. I started recently a Let's Play of the Game Boy Advance game Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards. That is a game that does a new take on Battle City from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime and manga, in which you play as a new character in that and kind of change things up. So, you know, you can watch that, and then if you don't like that but still want to watch a card game, I have some videos currently on the pretty new Slay the Spire 2. A sequel to a very popular roguelike. Slay the Spire 2 is a series that I also alternate doing with and without Nate, so sometimes he shows up and sometimes he doesn't. He shows up in the first episode and doesn't show up in the second episode, and then he shows up on and off throughout that because I need him to do the different things, the different multiplayer things. And that's kind of what I got going on right now, and potentially if it's there's probably also a series on like Flash games or like Flash Friday, which currently would be just Flash Friday would be like me playing Flash games or HTML5 games. So, you know, there's that as well. That might not be out by the time this goes out, though. If it is out, you can go and check out my playthrough of the Flash game Snail Bob. A Flash game from my childhood. And, yeah, that's really it. So, thank you all so much for watching, and if you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button. You should also subscribe. Hit the bell icon to get notifications. You can check out the links in the description. There's other than the Omega Metroid link I mentioned earlier, there's links to my Blue Sky, Twitter, and Twitch pages. On Blue Sky and Twitter, you can get like some extra news and stuff from me directly. Typically it's not, like if it's news related, I also post it in the community tab as well on here though. And then there's also a Ko-Fi page where for $3 a month you can become a monthly member, and what that gets you is early or exclusive access to other videos I might do. Currently, I'm working on editing through a series that is going to remain on there as a sort of exclusive for the time being. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next series.